Alright, y'all know what it is. Back with another classic from the 70s. Today we got a 71 Oldsmobile Cutlass, convertible as you see. This thing is super clean, so let's just go ahead and get into it. First thing you're going to notice is the beautiful blue. Obviously it's got that baby blue shade going on. It's had a repaint. Beautiful paint. I'm probably going to give this about a, let's say, an 8.5. We'll keep moving around it to be on the safe side. But the cool thing is, one, not only has it had the repaint, but they also put on the new stripes as well. So I think that really makes it pop with the blue and white. Next thing you're gonna notice is clearly it's on a set of 24-inch forgiatos, and you got a little bit of color matching going on inside of them as well. Pretty clean looking wheel. Let's go ahead and move down the side. As we get to the door is in pretty good shape. Don't see any dents, rust, or anything that needs to be pointed out. Body gap isn't too bad. Gonna keep on moving. Looks like the chrome wheel trim has been replaced too. That looks new because I don't see any scuffing or anything on there. That's normal on these A bodies. Getting to the rear quarter. Rear quarter looks solid. Again, I don't see any waves, crazy dents, or anything that need to be pointed out. So does have a nice top on it. Top has been replaced as well. You'll see that later on. Well, I'll put it up when we do the test drive since it's a little bit cold outside. Again, paint looks pretty solid. It's not perfect by any means at all, but it's definitely pretty decent. Bumper looks good. No cracks, no dents, no rusting. Let's move on up. Looking at this rear quarter panel, again, I don't see any waves or dents over here. Got a little bit of a paint chip here. Kind of normal. People open up the doors and they hit stuff, so got that there. Nothing some little touch-up paint won't hide. Front fender looks good on this side as well. Again, I don't see any waves or dents that need to be pointed out. Coming to the windshield, no cracks, no rock chips. Chrome trim all intact. Coming down the hood, it does have a fiberglass hood, as all the 442 parts are. Obviously, this is not a real 442, but again, fiberglass hood. Did a good job laying the stripes. Again, paint looks good on the hood. I don't see any paint chips or any cracks that I need to point out. Got a little bit of chips here from where the hood might have hit previously, but overall pretty solid. Looking at the front bumper, no dents, no rust. We'll look up underneath it once we get it on the rack. Already got the pins loosened up, so go ahead and pop this. Alright, so a couple good things. First, you see it's got an upgraded alternator because it had sounds at one point in time. You got power brakes, power steering, and it is a 455 car. So all cool benefits. Other than that, relatively stock underneath. Let me grab the keys, open up this trunk. I already know it's basically empty. Again, they had sounds in it, so you got the wires there, which is a good thing. So trunk nice and empty. Again, you can tell they had sounds back here. Wires are still there. This is glued down, so I'm not gonna pull it up, but you can basically tell the pans look solid, and you'll see once we get on the rack anyway. Interior is in good condition. You see it's got that that off-white, that beige leather, or vinyl, shall we say. Manual windows, rear seats, no rips or tears. You had a couple of marks here and there. That happens over the years. Again, we talking about a 55-year-old vehicle. Carpet is new, black carpet. I can always tell, again, because there's no fading there on the black. So carpet's been replaced. The seals, the jam seals, they actually look, I'm wondering if these were replaced when the car was painted. I don't know, but they look like they're in good shape. Front passenger seat, no rips or tears there. Looks pretty solid. And then as we look at this panel, No warping, everything is attached. Looks pretty solid. Dash does not have any cracks and there's no oxidation. You'll see, obviously we'll talk about it later, there's a custom center console here, again because they had music in, and then they took out the stock radio. Very weird, but we didn't want to change it because they put like some little tweeters where the knobs go for the radio. So I really don't know what you could put to fill that in. Maybe just put in a block off plate and that's it. But we left it how it was because again, there's 2 speakers there, so we couldn't put a fake radio in. And then of course the USB plug is coming out. So I think a block off plate would probably be cool. Somebody, you know, make something, just have it say Cutlass, but I don't know. Me myself, I would have just rocked with the retro sound so it filled everything in and I would have been good. But driver's side seat, again, no rips or tears, looks pretty solid. Doesn't really have any crazy wear patterns either. Driver panel solid. This door, it does open with no issues, but as you can see, door lock is not, I'm sorry, the knob is not attached. Matching forgiatos steering wheel, super clean. So give me a second, we're gonna knock out this. All right, y'all, so we get started in the 71. Do want to point out under here on this left side, there is a kill switch for the ignition. I'm gonna just turn it on, nothing crazy. As you see, she fires right up. We got voltage, we got oil pressure. We'll see if the temp comes up. Aftermarket radio, we'll see if that kicks on all the way. Mileage reads 26,685. Nothing else. As with most of these, fuel is not reading because the gauge is off, so I won't worry about that. Left turn signal works on the outside and I can hear it. Right turn signal shows in the dash. Left did not show in the dash. You can hear both of them. Aftermarket steering wheel, no horn. Lights are on. I can see them. What else? Manual windows. No wiper. Oh, no wiper motor. Forgot about that. Let's see. Radio does work. I can hear the static. Let's go ahead and mute that. Oh, I guess I gotta put the top up. There is a switch for the top under here as well. Go ahead and let that up. Didn't forget to put the windows up this time, so I ain't gonna be freezing outside. Let me see. Give me 1 second. See if I can lock this down with one hand. Did on this side. Give me 1 second. Gotta put you down. Alright. There we go. Alright, top up. Let's go ahead. 455 sounds good. Obviously she's on big wheels. Got a little bit of rubbing right there when I cut it up in the front. This is why I very rarely, when we have cars that have 4s or bigger, I normally don't drive them, just because like in our area it's super industrial. Got the raised, I thought he was coming. Got the raised driveway, a lot of little holes, so I try not to hit them just because I don't want to hit the wheels and all of that. Probably turn around up here, honestly, just because, like I said, I know that other road. Back up because I don't want to again, don't want to cut it too short. So it's gonna be a super quick test drive, and it's just going on the rack so you guys can check it out. Put it in drive. Motor sounds good. Get an it up a little bit more. First two shifts were super smooth, no issues there. So again, like I said, I'm gonna just get her on the rack. Anytime it's big wheels, like I said, she runs, drives, stops with no issues. We've already did the test drive once we've done the work. It's just, again, with the wheels, I don't be wanting to mess anything up. So give me a second, we'll get her on this rack. All right, y'all, so we got the Cutlass up on the rack. Again, rear bumper looks pretty good. Underneath, we got a couple little spots, obviously from rocks and things kicking up, but top part looks solid. We got a new gas tank that's been installed. Obviously, exhaust has been done. Factory 10-bolt rear end. Drum brakes in the rear. Everything looks stock. No coating to hide anything on the car. Going down the right side first. Frame is nice and straight. Now coming back, looking at the floor pans. Floor pans are solid. You do see some surface rust, but again, there's no coating here, so that's why you're seeing that. Super easy to go ahead and strip this down and coat it. No patchwork or anything has been done. Frame is nice and straight down the driver side as well. And then as we look at these floors, again, you got some surface rust, but there is no soft spots, no patchwork or anything like that. Just to be expected when there's no coating. Just came off the test drive. No leaks on the floor or underneath from the oil or trans pan. Do got long tube headers. Look like they've been they're ceramic coated as well. And again, custom exhaust. A little bit of shoddy work, just to be honest. These wheels kind of look trash, so, but they probably were done a while ago, or somebody just did them in the garage. So disc brakes up in the front. All suspension looks stock. Actually, I can see a new tie rod end has been put in on that side, and that's it. So disc brakes all around. Everything else appears to be stock. Pretty simple. I ain't raised this thing up high enough. Front bumper looks good. Again, no dents. Could use a polish, but again, no dents or rust, so that's solid. Front fender looks good. Wheels look good. I didn't see any curb rash when I went around them. Tires as well, solid. Looking underneath, again, she's had a repaint. You see a little bit of runs right here, but that's at the bottom. That's a high impact zone, and then they got a little bit of overspray on the frame, which some people do that intentionally, so there's not that hard contrast of the black with the blue. Got water dripping there. Again, wheels look pretty solid. I'm just looking a little bit closer and make sure there's no curb rash or anything like that. So I think they're solid. There's our quarter fender. I don't see any cracks or anything to point out. Come on over to this driver's side. More the same. Looks pretty good. Nothing I can really point out there. Again, I don't see anything wrong with the wheels, so that's a plus. 275s in the back. And again, underneath the car looks pretty solid as well, so no issues there. And 245s in the front. I know I didn't say that on the other side. All right, y'all, so you guys can see this top. Again, it's in great shape. It's a newer top, so don't expect any issues. Seams look good. Glass looks good. Really nothing to talk about there. It's a solid top in good condition. You've already seen it go up as well. So if you're interested in this Cutlass, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, I do appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.